Hi, my name is Garrett Christopher, and this is my YouTube channel. This is called Garrett Sports Take. Right now I'm in the middle of my predictions for the upcoming 2021 NFL season. So I'm going through each division. Today I'm going to talk about the AFC South, and kind of interesting division. I think a lot of things might play out the way most would predict, and yet, we know in football there's always that team or that set of teams that kind of go against the grain, right? So we'll see what happens. So I'll talk about what I think may happen in that particular division. Please visit GarettChristopher.com. That's my website. You'll find out more about me. I am a self-published author. I've got some books out there. Another sci-fi series book coming out here pretty soon, next couple of months or so. I have a couple of audiobooks on Audible available there, as well as a weekly podcast available both on Soundcloud and Spotify. So please check these things out. And I have two other YouTube channels. There's Garrett's Movie Take, where I try and convince you why my movies are really, really good. When I say my movies, I'm talking about movies that I've purchased. I'm not in any movies. And secondly, I have Garrett's Take, where I'm talking about more serious stuff. Right now, I'm embarking upon a journey into gaining knowledge of homelessness, and what my community is doing about it and what I can do as a member of my community about that dire situation. So please, comments on this channel, my Movie Take channel, my Takes channel. Let me know what you think. If you hear that in the background, that's my dog, Odie. He's a runner. We had to tie him up when he goes outside because he will break out of anything. We should have named him Houdini because he breaks out of anything. It doesn't matter. A brick, cement, metal, electric fence, whatever it is, he's going to get out of it. So toward the evening, we have to kind of, tie him up. He's got a long leash there, but yeah, so he's fussing about it. So I apologize for the noise. In any case, he's a really good dog, but he's a runner. So let's talk about the AFC South. So let me start off with the Tennessee Titans. So I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. By the way, this jersey I have on was a gift from a fellow coworker of mine, Jonathan. And I must say this, Jonathan, I apologize. The gift you gave me, this Dan Marino jersey, and he was military. He was in the military, and so I was never in the military. I should have gone, and I really regret that, but I didn't go. But yes, it's kind of cool. We got like a little patch here on the side there, and another patch here on the side. You can see that. Yeah, great, and a really cool jersey. And it was for Christmas. What I got him wasn't even close to equal, and I could tell he was very disappointed when I gave him his gift. Not that he was the kind that gives and expects back, but this was really cool and thoughtful, and I didn't do the same. Jonathan, I'm sorry about that. In any case, where was I going with that? I have no idea. Okay, so I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, and so when Ryan Tannehill, who was drafted by the Dolphins and was a starting quarterback with the Miami Dolphins, when he left Miami and went to Tennessee, I'm pretty sure everyone in Miami land, myself included, and those in the NFL in the know with NFL teams felt like Ryan would do so-so. Everyone knew he had a pretty good arm. Everyone knew pretty good athlete, receiver in college for the first couple of years. And everyone knew that he tended to make some bad decisions at times and just couldn't quite get the team over the hump. And for me, I look in somebody's eyes, right? And when I look at Mr. Tannehill, when I looked at him, I was like, I don't see that connection there with the eyes, right? As far as him just being locked in. And there were times he did at the line of scrimmage, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, we don't, we're not locked in here. I just don't see the eye of the tiger, right? To take from Rocky III. Anyway, so I wasn't that upset when Ryan left, and then he goes to Tennessee, and boom, this guy just takes off. Of course, when you have Derrick Henry as your running back, that definitely opens up the passing game a little bit. But he did outstanding. Outstanding. I'm not a bettor, but there's one bet I wish I would have made, and that was for the Titans to win 3 years ago. Something told me they were going to win the game and in the playoffs, and they did. Who was that against? Was it the Chiefs they knocked out? I can't remember now, but they were definite underdogs, and they won the game. I could have won a lot of money there. I would have spent it by now, but that's besides the point. In any case, so Tennessee, to me, and now look, we got Julio Jones. So I'm always been a big Julio Jones fan. I know he's getting up there in years, but that guy, what a monster. Man, for any DB that's covering him or safety covering him, that guy is a monster. So, and we'll see what happens there, but I don't see why they can't continue what they got going there. And I think they're going to win the division. Now, I've read up on a few other predictions and people saying that they're not going to win it, that they're going to have a slide. Well, they're going on a couple of years now where they haven't slid yet. And I think they're going to win that division. And here's why I say that. The Colts were also 11-5 last year. But I think the Colts were the ones who overachieved. Now, I know the Colts have some really good, solid players in a lot of different positions, but yeah, Carson Wentz, has he really proven that he can be a full season quarterback? Can he get that team to 12-5? And that's what I think it's going to take to win that division against Tennessee. You've also got the Jags, who won one game last year, and they were awarded the kid from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence, right? So I'm really intrigued by Trevor. By the way, I think because of my Nick Saban ties, because of Miami, he coached Miami. I'm always been for Alabama and against Clemson. My youngest kid actually wanted to go to Clemson. She still does. So we kind of battle on that one. But yeah, so I'm not a Clemson fan, although what a great program. But Trevor, I'll tell you what, 2 years ago, I thought a lot of the passes he made were because of his great receivers. They just kind of bailed him out. But that kid's a stud. And hopefully he'll get some good coaching and catching in Jacksonville. And yeah, I don't know. But I think, in the NFL, as a rookie quarterback, no matter how good he is, and that team, maybe 4, maybe 5 wins, and that'll be a lot on his shoulders. Maybe he'll win a couple on his own. I don't see 500 for that squad. Yeah, not at all. But the team in this division that has the biggest, what in the heck's going to happen here has got to be what? The Houston Texans, right? Who's going to start at quarterback? Because their starting quarterback, who said he doesn't want to be there anymore and would have been traded except for all of the legalities going on with him. Yeah. So is it going to be Tyrod Taylor who's starting in Houston? Deshaun Watson might be in a courtroom for the entire year, and will the NFL let him, get in there? Yeah, it's rough, for a team that seemed to have some really, really key positions locked up, and seemed to be just right at the cusp of doing something special. Man, it's come tumbling down. I just don't know how that team's going to come out of this and mentally go in. We talked about the confidence factor you have when Tom Brady goes to Tampa Bay. Now the confidence factor of this guy, he's not the greatest quarterback in the world at this moment, but what he's done over his career, you just got the confidence. He's going to make something happen, right? Same thing in Green Bay. So it's like for these great quarterbacks, you just kind of feel like, man, something's going to go on. Even if it doesn't, you still have the confidence that the next play, this QB is going to do something special. And that confidence is not going to be there